Hello and welcome back to the channel and to a new Nurburgring Blast video. So today we're going to take some of the new cars from the update 1.19 of Gran Turismo 7. And the first one we're going to take around is the Porsche 918 Spyder. So 1/3 of the holy trinity of the hypercars of that generation. So this is four-wheel drive, 874 horsepower, 1,600, nearly 1,700 kilos. So a bit heavier. But it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Now, I think the real life lap was just under a 7 minute. I think we're probably going to be aiming round about between 7:10 to 7 minute. So let's see how this does around the Nürburgring. Let's get to it. So the Porsche 918 Hybrid, 1/3 of the Holy Trinity versus Nürburgring. And in typical Porsche fashion, we've got very long gears here. So this is second gear, flat out from the last corner. Just bump the limiter and then we're back into the first corner. So we'll leave it in second and then focus on the exit. There we go. Second's got great torque from down below, so it's a very versatile gear. Tap a brake through this fast right. Just try and stay off the grass and then use the power. Remember, got to be early on the brakes in this car. So you just have the kind of performance that you can arrive at some of these corners in LMP/Super GT kind of pace, but remember, nearly 1,700 kilos and road tyres. This thing is a hefty car and just doesn't have that mechanical grip or the aero grip there. Because of that mechanical grip, we don't really have great brakes either compared to how fast we're going. Flung plats, brake as we get to the top, and just as the car goes light, try and get back on the power. Come on, there we go. Use all 874 of those horses combined, petrol and electric motors. So flat out towards Schiedenkreuz. This will not be flat. This is pretty scary corner through here. Get on the brakes. Rear wanted to go there. Using the power to try and keep the car turning. All the way down to second. Get the nose in. Right, focus on the exit. Build the power in nice and smooth. There we go. Right, foxholes will be flat out, and we're probably going to nudge 280 kph through the compression down here. It's going to be some serious speed. Flat out, and then hard on the brakes. Down one gear, smoothly come off the brakes, and then back on the brakes for the chicane. So you can really unsettle this car by getting off the brakes in too violent of a motion. You kind of just need to bleed out of them nice and smooth. Right, flat out the chicane past the Rebel Tree we go in a moment, and this left-hander up here again highlights some of the weaknesses of this car. We're actually on the brakes really early. Try and stay with the camber. We've missed it slightly. Keep the lap going though. Back to second. Second is our gear. Going to be taking so many of the corners around here. Again, a little bump of the limiter, but there's no point in going to third. Stay with the camber. Nearly lost it again there. Right, flat out, gonna lift, get the nose in, get back on the power for miss, hit, miss. Dab a brake, look for the second apex, there it is, not quite there. Use the torque, come on, power. There we go, and again, back on the brakes, down to second. Actually gonna use first here, just give us an extra bit of rotation, and straight back up to second. Oh, nearly lost it on the exit there, right. Up to third, power down towards the hill. Going to get on the brakes early for this corner because we don't want to end up in that wall on the right. Oh, the curb unsettled the rear of the car. Dab of brakes. Focus on the exit. Come on, power up the hill. There we go. Right, Lauda King. This is a tricky corner in this car. So flat out. Got to go up one gear. A little bit of a lift because we want to stay on the left-hand side of the track for this corner. You can do it flat, but you end up too much on the right-hand side of the track. Right, up the hill we go. Now again, another tricky part in this corner. These yumps really unsettle the car. They lift up the front end of the car. There we go. And you just lose a lot of the steering play potential. So remember, we are on road tyres. Nurburgring Blast means we're on the tyres that this car comes with. Flat out towards the rear corner. We had to lift through there. On the brakes, get the nose in. Oh, but look at the torque. We can drop it to 6,000 RPM and then just get on the power. We've got good pull out the corner. Lift through there. We've got a bit on the grass there. A little bit of time lost. Back down to second. Come on, turn. Come on, turn. Just wash wide there. Right, but we use that power. Right, all the way up to third, in towards the carousel. We've got to be again early on the brakes. Back to second. Right, try and stay in the carousel. Keep the minimum speed up and then fire out. There we go. Oh, that V8 sounds glorious in the back. Right, into the roller coaster section. Dab a brake. As we go uphill, oh, the rear nearly went light then. Right, back to second. Our favourite gear in this car. Up the hill. Dab a brake again as we come over the top of the hill. And then power all the way towards the Whifbitz corner. Dab a brakes, try and get that nose in. We've missed the first apex, so let's focus on trying to get a better exit out of here. There we go. Car really shows some really good speed through this section. If you can get a good rhythm, it kind of starts to hide its weight. I think it's normally in above what nearly 200 kph. That's where you really start seeing its weight come into things, especially around corners. So front should we go, stick it in second gear and then power on the exit. Car wants to slide. Wow, look at it jump. And then back down to second, our favourite right. Gonna have to take it nice and smooth through here. So all these little hills and yumps really unsettle this car, right? Oh, this is where it feels quite scary to be driving. If you were driving real life at this kind of pace, oh god, all power to you. Like lap record in this car, I believe, is like just under a 7 minute. Whoa, that's some serious kind of pace. Can't even go flat out over Stefan Bellafes there. Oh. Right, getting towards the end of the lap. Early on the brakes again. Get the nose in. Come on, come on, come on. And then least favourite corner on the track. Wasn't too bad in this. Right, down into the baby carousel. Just try and keep it nice and low. We don't want to pop out. Pretty much have. It's kind of semi there. Right, last corner before dotting at her. Early on the brakes again. These road tyres probably saying I've had enough at this point. Hopefully we've got enough boost juice for this long straight. Right, onto Dottinger her. 9,000 RPM, upper gear. Right, we can relax a little bit and just watch the speedo climb at this point. But it climbs. Wow, that's 300 kph already. 315, 316, 17, 18, 19. Gonna go up another gear. Hopefully we'll get some more torque from the battery. Gonna have to focus now. Oh, this is fast. Right, I'm going to back out a little bit through here. I think race cars, you'd be completely flat. Oh, just about made it there. Just about made it. Right, last corner, turn, get on the power. Right, come on, focus, fly for the exit. Oh, one more gear, there we go. Oh, and we're into the barriers for the finish. Wow, that was a tough but fairly enjoyable lap. This car definitely feels heavy. I think if I was to make this car better, I'd maybe shed a bit of weight and improve the brakes and tyres, I think. But then it's a road car. We're approaching some corners at 180 miles an hour, so what are you going to expect? So let's see what kind of time it's done. So it's done a 7:05.368, so it puts it just outside the top 30 and just 2 seconds faster than the GR4 Suzuki that we took around here, which shows that that's got race tyres, a lot less weight, and it's evidently making up some of that time, but then it's being outweighed by the sheer grunt of this thing. I've really enjoyed this lap and I hope you have too. Next week we're going to be doing the other new car that came in the DLC that interests me at least, which is Nissan. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, muchly appreciated. If you didn't, perfectly fine, give it a thumbs down. Just let me know in the comments down below how I can do it better. Until the next time, goodbye.